In this video, we're gonna go over the creation of warehouses and warehouse groups inside of Luminous and what they mean. So within Luminous, we're gonna come over here underneath Manage, we're gonna click Locations, and this is where we're gonna be able to see all of our warehouses and warehouse groups. Before we dive in, just a little bit of an explanation of what a warehouse means and what a warehouse group means. A warehouse is basically any warehouse where you want to be tracking inventory. So could be a co-packer that stores inventory for you, could be a 3PL, could be FBA, could be just your own warehouse that you track and fulfill from. Now, a warehouse group is kind of above a warehouse. Now, a warehouse group can contain multiple warehouses. This becomes more flexible and helps clients with making sure that we're pushing correct inventory numbers and that orders are deducting from the right place. A good example of a warehouse group may be if you are a large brand and you have a picking warehouse, and then next door you also have a storage warehouse. Now you may want to set those up as two separate warehouses, but you want the inventory from both to push to your Shopify account. In that sense, you may have one warehouse group, which will be pushing the sum of inventory of the two warehouses to your Shopify account or any other sales channels that are needed. So let's go through, let's take a look at creating a new warehouse and a new warehouse group. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do here is on this locations page, in the top left, I can see all of my current warehouses. I can create a new warehouse directly from here, which I'm gonna go ahead and do as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just call this test warehouse. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the address. Address is helpful because this will show up on POs when you're sending it to this correct warehouse. Just keeps things clean inside the system. And then we are also going to input a default shipping and receiving location. If you aren't tracking inventory by bin in the warehouse, typically it's helpful just to put in a general location, which we will go over here on another video as well. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to create that warehouse. And now you can come to this manage button. You can see your list of warehouses. If we want to edit this test warehouse, we can come in here and edit or delete it. We can also create new warehouses from this point as well. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to create a warehouse group for that test warehouse specifically. I'm going to go ahead and click warehouse groups. I'm going to come up here and click create warehouse group. And I'm going to go ahead and just call this test warehouse group. You can put a description if you want to describe like what it's for. And then you can also include the needed warehouses. So I'm going to include test warehouse, the default picking warehouse. Again, that's going to be where Luminous is going to look to deduct inventory for like auto depletion. So I'm just going to use, there's just one warehouse. So I'm going to use test warehouse. Warehouse group pick and pack. In most cases, it's going to be automatic, meaning that an action can be taken somewhere else, such as like ShipStation or a different place. If an order gets marked as shipped, it'll deduct inventory in Luminous. Whereas if you set this as manual, Luminous will require you to go through pick and pack and mark it as shipped in Luminous to deduct inventory. Like I mentioned, in most cases, you want this to be automatic. This is where you can also set up, we will go over this in another video as well, but this is where you can set up externally managed warehouses, meaning if you're pulling inventory from a 3PL or from FBA or another warehouse that is being externally managed. I'm gonna go ahead and hit submit. And my warehouse and my warehouse group is now set up and ready to go. Thanks.